Today, from Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati. Five of the NFL on EA Sports.
The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. As we get a peek at the number 2 overall pick from the 2016 draft, standing at 6'5", Carson Wentz.
And when you look at him, you see that he's got all the tools you want in a quarterback. The big frame, the quick release, strong arm, has escapability. The issue sometimes, tries to do too much instead of just taking the throws that are available to him, and occasionally turnovers get him into trouble.
On first down, Wentz. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. Crowd getting in it a bit already. Here's an early 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Wentz. And oh, that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Here come the Bengals now to take over. They're led out by their quarterback, the former Baylor Bear. It's RG3.
I read something prepping for this game that he said prior to, and I think he really said it a few months ago, where he talked about he wants to have the type of season that at the end, he's buying gifts for all the guys who have helped him along the way. And I know that the team wants to hold him to that and really get into his wallet.
And oh, right away, he lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Griffen. Open man is Uzama. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Off the play fake. Here's Griffen. Now a leaping catch. He's got it. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. RG3 outside of the pocket, you know that's where he can be really dangerous with the feet or here the arm.
And that scares defenses in a big way because his ability to break ranks and still make big throws, or as you suggested, take off and go, how do you defend that when he's on his game?
Griffen will throw again. That's caught by the tight end, Drew Sample. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Here's Griffen. He'll buy some time right. His throw incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
2nd and 10. Once again, Griffen flushed out right. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's third down. Once again, Griffen on the move to his left. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They'll throw on first down with Griffen. And that is incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Play action. Now Griffen rolling to his right. And the catch made by Johnson. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 14. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
To throw is RG3. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And the Colts are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. So after the INT, here's Wentz. That's the tight end Hurst with it. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you wonder, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a play fake. Wentz. And that's caught. It's Bryan Edwards. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
We're scoreless after 1. Wentz now on first down. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Usually see those guys out wide get called for holding on running plays. Here, passing play.
Yeah, sometimes you get this quick screen, bubble screen, anything where they're having to block for their fellow receiver, usually at the point of attack, and this time he got caught.
Following the penalty, it's Williams. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The ball's still a few inches shy of the marker after the 3-yard run, so now a little soul searching on 4th down. No good. Hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in, and this will remain a scoreless game. Always
disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, You and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Griffen. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now they'll throw it with Griffen. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
Play action. It's Griffen. Eluding the pressure right. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Griffin's throw there, complete to Mooney. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. First down now, but that clock rolling. From the shotgun, Griffen. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Darnell Mooney, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive, they've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Indianapolis offense ready to go again. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Now Wentz on 3rd down. That's into the hands of Edwards. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This will be fielded at the 17. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Robert Griffen III now gears up to lead this offense again. And he's been busy with his feet. He's been quite the scrambling man.
And obviously that can break down a defense, but a lot of it is just that they just get trapped with worrying about it so much that other things break down as well. You know, you break the huddle, and you're not just playing what comes out at you. You're like, oh, God, don't let him outside of the pocket. Don't let him beat us with his legs. And then he starts to beat you other ways.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. That's complete to Mooney. And out across midfield down to the 45. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. On first down, Griffen. Here's Johnson with a reception. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Griffen. They'll roll him out right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And a high throw there as this is knocked away down to the ground and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again is Griffen. He's going to take another shot here. Touchdown, Bengals. Deontay Johnson, as the first half is winding down. And the Bengals will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taking it about the 1. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they will not really have time to do much of anything. 15 seconds, all that remains before halftime. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. From the 30 on 2nd down, Wentz. And this will be caught by Edwards. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. A final shot before half for Wentz. And this one is incomplete. So we've reached halftime here in the Queen City, and it's the Bengals leading this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. Taken in at the 3. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And quickly they get to the line. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. They go play action. Griffen. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And now they're in the hurry-up. Montgomery. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now it's Griffen. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Griffen sliding out of the pocket. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Touchdown! C.J. Uzomah. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
On that 3rd down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a first down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the first down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And that makes the score 21-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Williams. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Working with a 2nd and 3. Again, it's Williams. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. That is taken in by Hurst. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Defensively, Sam Hubbard, the former Buckeye, there to stop him. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Wentz. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wentz over the middle, complete. It's Edwards. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Carson Wentz with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Colts are finally on the board here in the fourth quarter. All right, so this one not quite over yet. Back to a 2-score game, CD.
Yeah, and you've still got 4+ minutes to go, so when you think about comebacks, it's happened before. Now, it hasn't happened often, but you've got to think to yourself, let's be the next great comeback story and play this one out.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Bengals drive about to get going. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives. Taking it right down Broadway. 20. And he'll be taken down inside Indy's 15-yard line. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. David Montgomery, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bengals look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. This one now, Charles, you'd have to think all but over.
I would agree with that because this offensive line, they've been physical from the first snap of the game, and it's taken a toll on this defense, and it was never more evident than on that play right there. They continue to move the line of scrimmage forward, and they open up enough space there to get their guy into the end zone.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
To throw again on second down, Wentz. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Kyle Van Noy. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. And he's got Hurst, his tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Throwing on first is Wentz. Again, that's Hurst. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. From just shy of midfield, Wentz to the right side and complete to Hurst. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 37. Wentz to throw again. On the left side, Gallup's got it. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Throwing again on second down. Wentz. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 17-yard line. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Looking to throw again on second down. Wentz. This one swung out to Williams. And here he'll get it down to the 7.